Okay, and we're on. Patrik Prosko. How's it
Yeah,
going? Thank you
hello.
for coming on today.
Yeah, me thank you for this invitation for this talk about works or about art, about maybe NFTs.
Yeah, maybe, and I do have a ton of questions, so you don't have to give an exhaustive introduction, but maybe for anybody who's not aware of
Yeah.
your work, you can give a brief introduction to yourself, as an artist.
I am from Prague, from Czech Republic, from Europe, and I'm based here. And I will study normal art schools and high school. So I'm a sculptor at first, working with space. Exactly. That's my basic department, a sculptor. Uh, if somebody looks to my website or maybe just following me some longer time, so I have three ways of the works. One it's like hyper realistic sculptures. You know, sculptures which looks like life. I use it for scientific projects like animals from Ice Age, like a mammoth, 6 meters big. Sculpture should looks like real. You know, it's like about reality. All of these works are about reality. But in three ways. So this is the first way to make something looks like real. That's one way. The second way, it's anamorphic works, anamorphic installations. It's some kind of illusion art. And there is some concept. I'm doing mostly some strong personalities from the history, from the objects, which are telling the story of the personality, which are touching the life of that personality. So, just for example, it's my new NFT now also, Nikola Tesla, anamorphic installation made of electrical devices because he's inventor of AC power. So it is his legacy, and I made it from the electrical devices. But the result, it's visible only from one point of view. If you go out of this point, you see nothing. It's absolutely nonsense. You must be on the exactly one point in the space where you can recognize the portrait. But that's difficult, to do. It's sometimes 1,000 objects, and all of them must be 1 millimeter exactly place. And from the one point of view, it must be exactly that man, and everybody must recognize that it is he. you know so that's the job for me, to do it this level. uh, I have also museum. We have our own museum here in Prague, Illusion Art Museum, where all of these sculptures or installations are on permanent exhibit, and some others in Turkey also. I made also Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, first president of Turkey. It is in Ankara now in the museum. Or Rahmi Koç, which is a collector of art, and he has also a museum. It calls like Rahmi Koç Museum. So it is his portrait there, from all different kind of things what he collected all his life. And many others. Tomáš Baťa, businessman and showmaker, Czech famous man, made from shows, or Bedřich Smetana and Antonín Dvořák, made of musical instruments. So that's the concept. And the last or the third way, it's site-specific interventions into the public space around the world. I'm traveling quite a lot. Until this time, I realized, or I made over 90 projects in 28 countries. I'm not sure about the numbers now. And they are ephemeral. They are only transient or only just to make them. And I just made documentation, different kinds of formats. And just for me, it's important to do that act, realize some vision, realize some idea. It's most my self-realization, because the other ways earning me money. It's just, this is personal, and anamorphosis or the realistic sculptures, it's like my job. And it's another, these site-specific works are also about reality, but the reality becomes, for me, starting to be material space for it's like gallery space material. It is a team, and I'm just changing the places around me, what I'm meeting on my travels, with some concepts. Also, every project has some special concept, and I'm also writing text about it, that I'm trying to take the work into the hands and into my head also, and into the words, into the text.
Mhm.
Just to, don't do. I don't want to do only just some feelings, and I need to know what I'm doing. That's really important at first, and then I go and I'm doing it. So this is 3 ways about reality: realistic, illusion, and the reality around me. It's everything.
Yeah, I want to talk first about the anamorphic sculptures. How does one even begin to learn how to do an anamorphic sculpture? It seems physically impossible.
It is really very difficult. I am not first. In the history, it was Salvatore Dali. It was the first man who made anamorphic installation of Maya West. It was 1934, and more people doing it. Not so much, maybe 3 with me today. I learned it by myself. Only just I have seen some installation like this on the internet, and we was thinking with my partner also from the company what we should or what we could develop like exhibition for the museum. So, and I started only just with the baby. I'm not sure if I can hear something share, but maybe it's too much time.
I'll add the
Yeah,
picture of
let's see
it
that.
to the editorial.
Yeah. The baby, it was just no name, just the face of the baby. It was first time because I didn't know how to do it. And that the concept was made it from a lot of toys, like a child room, rubbish everywhere toys. But from the one angle, it is baby. So, and I tried to take this thing like this and the other like this, and just you are checking all the time if it's good, good shape and good color. Yeah, it's like this. You just all the time checking and all the time looking for something what you cannot find because you don't have. You maybe have good size, but you don't have good color. So you need this size, but another color, or another shape in this size or smaller. So you're looking for something all the time. My workshop is full of rubbish everywhere, different kind. So that's because the concept is only just very teeny. I cannot do it from everything. I have concept that it must be, for example, child from toys. So you need only toys, nothing else. So you have only just this area of object.
How long did the baby take?
It is about 2-3 months. Now I'm exactly right now. I'm working on the anamorphic installation of our president Václav Havel, and it is much more difficult because you need to tell the story of his life from maybe 80 years back, and the important part of his life. So I am trying to find authentic objects. Toys are only toys. It's quite easy. But if you need something authentic from his life, maybe something personal, you must go to his příbuzný, I don't know in English. People around him who is still living, from the family or child, and you contact them. So that's the process. That's the process. And you take something. Normally, you need to take much more things than you actually will use, because you need choice. No, so it's about
I heard that. Oh, sorry.
No, it's about
Wow.
3-4 months to do it in Rio. So it's quite big. It's 3.5 meters in front, 2.5 meters wide, and 2 meters high.
Wow. I heard that you're working on or would like to work on a multi-perspective anamorph. Is that still in progress? Where you see it's like you see something different from here than you see over here.
Yeah, it is in process. You mean this Václav Havel anamorphic? Or no?
No, I saw an interview with you where you mentioned wanting to develop a two perspective
Yeah.
anamorph. Is that the Václav Havel?
No. Václav Havel is only just one.
Just the
But
one.
but I have one installation, double side view, that is a lot of things. But from one point of view, it is Bedřich Smetana, and you go around, and from the other side, it is Antonín Dvořák, music composer.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was the higher level for me to put it somewhere higher, to do double side.
I want to ask you about a project that is not one of in the three categories that you set forth, and it's actually right behind you. The shapes of strokes is beautiful. I'm just curious, how do you create these pieces? What's the process here?
Yeah, and do you mean brushstroke in the anamorphic installation?
No, the piece that's right behind you, that's hanging
This one.
right over your shoulder. Yeah, that's the one.
This is my contouring concept. It comes from the site-specific projects, because there I have some series in the nature, but I use it also here. I bought this painting on the fair market, and it is really old. Maybe it will not be so visible, but it is quite a big layer of color. It is like relief, and I just cut it in half and make it black. So everything what the painter painted in with colors, I mean, the theme that it is a sea and there is some clothes and some houses, it was out. The colors made the perspective also, and the sky, and so on. It was out because of the black, and it stayed only the relief. So, and I took the white pen, and goes only on the I just contoured the edges of the relief, and you can see maybe that it is still there without the colors. This is the like jak se to říká, transcription of the painter. Understandable?
Yeah.
Yeah. Transcription of the painter without colors. So that's the concept.
I love it. I think it's beautiful. I want to know a little bit more about your scientific sculptures. You've created, everything from microscopic, like a dust mite or a tardigrade,
Yeah.
to a glyptodon and a woolly mammoth and several Cro-Magnon men.
Yeah.
How do these projects come about? Are these commissions?
Oh yeah, it was the commissions. Yeah, just made it to order. I have quite a lot of experiences in film, props, perhaps properties for film, and decorations and so on. But this was another project from. It was an exhibition of Ice Age, animals from Ice Age and the Cro-Magnons and so on. But the other exhibition, the microcosmos, or like you said, the tardigrades, it was our own project also with my partner. And the concept was that we will do everything what you need under microscope, normally not visible by eyes, like 3 meters big, but realistic. Now it is normally you look it on it like from the top to down, and it was opposite, that it was much bigger than you, and it was looking to you from the top, and you was the small. That was the concept.
The tardigrade in particular is really otherworldly looking. It looks like a
Yeah,
weird alien out of some bizarre mind.
bizarre, unbelievable. The most resistant the most resistant animal on the planet Earth. It can survive in the cosmos, in the helium, radiation, without water 100 years. It's absolutely brutal.
Whoa. That's insane.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your site specific environment painting? What was the first one?
Yeah, the first one it's on the bottom with my portfolio. It was in 2013. I just started with this because I realized that my interest is the world around me. All the time trying to be out of the box and looking also on the art department and the artists, or what should artists to do, what is the art. All the time it is the question. It should not be definitely say, because it's like if we will have the ideal or idol, so we will not have any problems to solve. So we need to talk about idol all the time. We cannot stop it. The idol we cannot manage. We cannot do it, or we should. There is not possible to do it. There will be of everything. If we will do some idol, it will be finish everything. But so that's site specific. So I'm just trying to it's like how to start to talk about this. I'm traveling quite a lot, just alone only. I'm going 2-3 months, Indonesia, Malaysia, Africa. Now I'm going to Yemen and Oman. So different cultures, different nature, and it's like that. I just cut myself from the system, and then you go to absolutely new place, and everything there, it's interesting because it's new, and you don't have any other problems, or you don't need to do any work. You don't solve the existential and everything around. And there I am able to take my view, because my view, my inside view, when I'm in Prague at home, it's normally turned inside, because you need to do some work and money and family and everything, and a lot of time I'm inside, and the Prague, I know I'm just moving here automatically, but when I am on the travel somewhere, so I am able to take the view from inside to outside. That's very reachable. That's making me rich. There is everything new and giving me a lot of material into the head. And then I can also I'm much more creative there and can be more out of the box.
Mhm.
Then I am at home, So the site-specific projects now, I had quite a lot of here also in Czech Republic, but mostly I'm doing them on the travel. So, and then changing the places. So I'm looking for some places, and the places giving me advice what they need to do from me. There is giving me some teams, and like it's really difficult to to talk about this in English for me because it's more philosophic, and in Czech language I am better. you
No sweat. Don't worry about it. um,
So I find the object, I find the place, and working with that place and with that object on that place, like with the team, and just focusing on it, my concepts, my previous experiences, and trying to working, for example, with space, like with sculpture. One of that concept is like this, that I am doing sculptures by paint. It's like this this type of works. So I have some painted stones or rocks in the Norway, especially, and that you look at it and you see at first that it is sculpture, but it is made by paint. Or the first project was painting in the forest, like the cross zebra, and the I cannot show it now. And it is like a landscape painting. Normally, if you say landscape painting, people can imagine that it is only just oil painting on canvas or some wood plate. But for me, it is painting into the nature. That it is landscape painting. So there is many concepts. Somebody think that it is land art, but it is not land art. I cannot say that it is land art. Land art, it's for me that you use the material of the nature and you just change the form. I have some projects like this, but mostly I am bringing there some other materials or find materials around, or bringing some paint. It is only calcium lime. I don't know in English, especially what is using for football grass. It is
okay,
only,
yeah.
it is biodegradable. Ecological. Just make rain, and it is like, it's not nothing. I'm not. I don't want damaging anything. And sometimes, especially the projects in Malaysia or in Africa, it was not site specific, but I have a new name for this. It is more social specific, because I am working with the people there. The last projects in Malaysia was in the slum on Borneo. It was the most extreme work what I have ever done. but extreme. It was from my European view, because we don't have slums here. We are Europe, it is not so poor here, or you know. So I was working with the people in the slum, and they helped me to do that project, and I gave them the sculpture like present then. So I minted this also on MakersPlace, this project, and there is also time lapse, like how we doing it. In Africa, it was the same. In Africa, you are never alone. You cannot do anything alone. Normally, I'm working alone somewhere in the jungle or in some desert, or in some rocks or mountains.
Mm-hmm.
But these countries, you are never alone. But it was interesting for me that the people working with me, and the works or the project takes social level, so quite important.
Yeah, that is really cool. I'm curious to know, with all of the, your work is about reality and about kind of twisting people's perceptions. Um, does this, in your mind, add up to anything? Is it instructive in any way, or are you not that specific about it, or that kind of
Can you one more,
yeah.
please? Uh,
Yeah, is there are you trying to teach your viewer anything with this work, or is it a little more ambiguous, vague?
uh, I cannot especially say that I want to teach. It's not like I want to teach somebody. I'm just offering some views of on the world, and what I see there. I'm just taking it out and making this visible, especially with the site specific. I see something and projecting some my experiences, some concept and thinking, and taking it out by visual code. It's like visual code, and making documentation of that. In the anamorphic works, yes, there is more to show different kind of angles for some work, but it's not only for work. Depends on point of view on everything around us. It's not only anamorphic. Everything around us, it depends on angle of view.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the same. But yes, we have the museum, so it is educational content. So there we are trying to map all the illusions or deformative artistic technique across the history and time. So anamorphic installations are only just one part of the museum. The main part,
Mm-hmm.
but the only just one part. Yeah, and it is also about the perception, how you mention it. For example, Tomáš Baťa made from shows. It's also anamorphic installation, and I am playing with sculpture and painting together. That you see that it is sculpture. It is the face distributed in the space, and you see nonsense, but it is in the space. It's quite a big sculpture. But from that right point of view, especially this Tomáš Baťa work, I made it like that every show is like a brushstroke, like an impressionistic brushstroke. So the result, I'm actually making the painting from that one point of view. Here is the shadow, light, and there are some that shows like strokes, like brush strokes. So it is mixing two-dimensional and three-dimensional perceptions,
Mm-hmm.
and
Can
sculpture
you
and
tell me?
no, sorry.
Can Oh, no, sorry. I just wanted you to tell me a little bit more about the Illusion Museum.
A little bit more Illusion Art Museum, Prague. We are in Prague, yeah, I told you something.
It was
What I
started by you. It was started by you and a partner, and
with
um,
partner.
and there's a lot more work there than what you
We are
make.
cooperating with a lot of artists, also with, for example, Patrik Hughes. You have
I was just thinking about Patrick Hughes. I was going to say there's
also,
another Patrick who you should talk to.
and Patrik Hughes has also NFTs on your platform, and I bought
Yeah.
his NFT because
Oh, really?
yeah, and we exhibiting his works, but in real. You know, we
Hmm.
have originals. We bought the originals from him. So he's maybe 85 years old, you know.
Yeah.
So so for example, it is the example another technique, you know, reversible perspective, that you see something that is going to the front, but if you are moving in front of it, it looks that it is perspective on the other side, you know. So that's
Yeah. It's really
other technique.
bananas stuff.
Uh, we have also lenticular paintings or 3D paintings. I have also company with my other friends, other partner for 3D paintings, but it is only just for job. You know, it's nothing. I don't see this as art. You know, it is just yeah, some effect, and yeah, a lot of people want to earn money on this effect. You know,
What do you do with a creative block? Especially, I'm curious about feeling creatively blocked when you are, I mean, I guess either anamorphosis or creative block during a site specific kind of land tour. How do you overcome, how do you get past the frustrating point of your work?
I'm not sure if I understand well. Please, one more. My
Yeah,
uh,
so a creative block would just be a
creative
time when
block.
you a creative
Creative
block,
block.
like you can't, like you don't know what to do next, and
Wow.
you're kind of
Yeah.
stuck in a project.
No, I don't know what I will do next. That's why I'm traveling. So it is opening me another spaces in my head. So I just don't want to do all the time the same. Yeah. You have some principle, you can do some series and developing this principle, and that it's enough. A lot of people want from me this. Everybody wants. But that's why I don't want to do it, you know, because it is only just you copy by yourself. You are stealing of yourself. You know, you stolen, or how to say in English.
Yeah.
Uh, so trying to do something more and develop myself to the wide or to the deep or out to the, you know, all the time something new. That's making me fresh. My brain it's not stopping. Uh, cannot stop, and that's making me rich. You know, that for example, the travels. You know, uh, in the past, I started in 2015. My travels the first alone, something like this. I was really very poor and just had some money, very small money. So, but I wanted to go. And I will when I go back, I was totally more poor than before. Zero on my account, but much more rich than ever before. You know?
Mhm.
So and then you have really a lot of material, or I have, that I'm living it from this material long time after when I'm back, and I can work and put it on other works. You know, and you just grabbing new material. Uh, so if you are rich inside, you can do. you can do rich work and what something what can be valuable. That's my main focus, to do something valuable, what I can stand behind. I'm not afraid to put the name under that. The same like in the museum, I have the name there. So when I'm doing some new anamorphic installation, so I would like to be better than before and make more or higher level, which is much more, during the time it's more and more difficult to do big higher level because I was satisfied before, so it is quite difficult to be satisfied. It's
Yeah.
taking long time. It is long time. Then I'm satisfied. I don't know if I give you some explanation or answer.
No, yeah, that was great actually. My last question is about kind of a mind, and I guess you kind of talked about this just now, but really around a creative mindset or a better understanding of the creative process. Is there anything that you've learned in the last, say, 3 to 5 years that you would like to go back in time and plant in your head earlier?
I'm not sure. For me, it's also interesting space, the digital, because that's new. That's quite new for me also because I didn't work like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I can say about this something.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because for example, this anamorphic installations, I have I must do it in reality from the physical objects. It is the sculpture what is in the museum. But then I have my also digital partner, digital guru, and then we are making photogrammetric scan, which is totally new space for me. Photogrammetric scan, so and 3D model of these installations. So it is quite a lot of craft, digital craft, and I see that the digital work it is also the same craft like sculpture craft, or ceramic or some others, and it is really also quite very professional. And I don't think my work, but my friend, and that's for me all the time question what I am also giving to me, for what it can be used. 3D model. 3D model, I see for what it can be used, but for what can be used, for example, NFT loop or JPEG or something like this. That is my question. I have some question for you, if but you are
Yeah.
doing interview with me.
Well, that was my last question, and I know you talked about having questions for me, so I'm an open book.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Hopefully, I
in.
have answers.
Yeah, I am in crypto space maybe 2 years. I started with hype, so I sold some anamorphic works, in this hype, and then it was on other platform, but I decided to go to MakersPlace from quite a lot of reasons, and one of them is that you are care or the people from MakersPlace are care about artists, and all the time doing something for them. So it's a good communication and good develop also. So and just what is your experience, why people should buy NFT? I mean, artistic, not like apes or some others, which is earning money. It's like additional earnings. Artistic NFT are not earning money. So if it is the same like in real world, that somebody buying that he want to have it at home, yeah, it's only just one piece. It is original. But in a digital space, it's original only what is on blockchain.
Mhm.
You know, it's like proof of authenticity. I can say for me, I started with minting of NFTs, especially, or the biggest reason is that it is giving me proof of authenticity of my work on the internet. You know, because quite a lot of people stealing me also my works, using them for his presentation or his purposes or affiliate marketing, you know, especially on the Instagram, and I cannot stop it. But when sometimes will be some bigger problem, and I had these experiences with some big problem, so metadata from the blockchain could be used like in lawsuit, you know,
Mhm.
when it's some problem with that you can go and protect your author's law. You know?
Mhm.
So for me, it is this I'm developing like ecosystem in the real world, doing museum exhibitions, working in reality. It is 95% of my life, of my time, and also developing this ecosystem in the crypto space and in on internet. You know, was, this idea was from the COVID time because I had nothing on internet, so I just tried starting to do my website at first, you know, and then the other things. So is it there some answer why people buying art NFTs which are not has no liquidity? They cannot sell it after that. So
Yeah, well, there are two things. They absolutely can sell it afterwards, or they can, you know, have it on offer to sell. Um, which I think I don't. I think first and foremost, you should buy it if you like the art, and if you don't like the art, don't buy it. If you want to sell it later, the benefit of the blockchain is that you can. Um, and I think that's it. Like it doesn't. I don't know if it's more complicated than buy it if you like the art. I think there might be a learning curve for a lot of people to actually come to appreciate digital art in the same way that they appreciate physical art. My wife has a master's in art history, and even though I've been in this space for about 2 years, she still does not have an easy time um, understanding the the switch to digital. Which it's not a switch to digital; it's more like digital is now invited to the party. Um, so there's that. Like there is, I think NFTs have that challenge, in that it's mostly digital art that was made on a computer, minted on a computer. It's not.
yeah,
It's less often photography. It's less often a paint a scanned painting, though it is that plenty of times, but not as often as just pure digital art. So I think that might be an obstacle for mainstream adoption, is to, like, do people see it as real art? There's still work to be done culturally there. Also, there's still not a lot of great display options. Not everybody, like very few people have a digital frame hanging
yeah,
up on their wall. I think that might change in the next 5 to 10 years, or maybe you can build like different kinds of galleries in your Apple Vision Pro,
yeah,
and you're like, today I'm looking at this gallery, and now I
yeah.
want to change out all the pieces, and then you tap your head or whatever people do with Apple Vision Pro.
I know, jako, this time is really bloody. Jo, jako it's a bloody bear market and nobody wants BTC. Jo, so why they should buy artistic NFTs, without earning money. But yeah, how I said, for me it is especially proof of authenticity, and yeah, digital work. That's why I do these 3D models, because they are possibly used in or explore in virtual reality, augmented reality, in the games, in the museums, virtual galleries. Some people buying 3D models for the museums, what they building in this crypto space, or not only crypto. And in about this site specific, I don't have anything. I am doing it in reality, but it is ephemeral, only just for 1 day project. And then I have some documentation, and the blockchain. It's like a proof of authenticity that this really happened, and then that I made it also, that it is like signature. I'm taking it like that is a signature, like portfolio on MakersPlace. It's like digital signature, or digital proof of authenticity. Yeah.
And I
But
think with your site specific pieces, minting those on blockchain, not only like can you then like, earn money with these pictures or anything like that, but it also adds a lot. It adds to the theme of the work, like that you created this very ephemeral thing. You documented it on a camera, which makes it less ephemeral, but then you minted it on blockchain. So
yeah,
what you're doing is this kind of intervention in nature that is non-toxic and ephemeral, and you're just documenting it in a way that's like, it seems like you're leaving your mark without leaving your mark is I think such an interesting
should I
angle
go
on.
on? Should I go on?
Yeah.
Continue. I mean, continue with minting of this, because also next week I will have a call with Phil from
Mm-hmm.
MakersPlace about Digital.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was inviting me to this call, and yeah, I have it also in the description that if somebody wants, I can give him the prints. So because when I'm doing this project, the site specific, I'm solving it like a painting or image. Everything must be from this angle. This will be behind. The sun will be here. The object here. It is only just one picture what I'm exhibiting then.
Mm.
And the other format is time lapse. How it was made. Or I would like to start with some 3D models, just with some app of that space when will be damaged, before will be damaged, destroyed. So, and with some maybe physical part, but I don't have any experience. I think that people don't want it in the crypto. I have seen that MakersPlace or the people of the team, it's quite bullish for digital. Looks like.
Mm.
Do you think this will be functional?
That's a great question. Um, there has there's a funny mixed reaction where if you're really deep into Web3, I feel like there's less interest or desire for physicals. And if you are new to it or relatively new to it or not really deeply embroiled in the culture and just kind of like dabbling or maybe you're active but you're not, like maybe you're an active collector but you're not on Twitter 100% of the time, then maybe your opinion of a physical is different. Maybe you prefer them. I've talked to collectors who don't really care. They like get a physical and they're like, I don't know what to do with this now. Um, but then there are a lot of other people who were super excited by it. So
Some of them, yes.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Because I think that there is a problem. What I think, lot of people in crypto space want to stay anonymic or anonym.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want give you your name and address where you should jako ship the physical part.
Right.
Jo? Maybe with some platform like you and some that it's like a gallery, because somebody asking me sometimes on Instagram that he wants some print maybe. So and that's the problem, He don't believe so much to send me money. I don't trust so much to give him the piece without money. So and it is finished because of this, So how to do
Mm-hmm.
it? How to do it? The process, Maybe like a gallery will be better,
Yeah. And the benefit with MakersPlace is that because we accept credit card, um, you could be totally Web 2, but you want one of your prints, and you can go on, pay for it with a credit card, get the physical. You have the NFT in a not a custodial wallet, but a safe box. So you don't even need your own wallet to collect. And then but you have your physical, and if
Yeah,
that's the thing that you value higher, then great.
yeah. I think could be.
Yeah.
And also, I'm offering some because some additional bonus to the buyer. He has some NFT on the wallet, and what he can get more from me. So one
Mm-hmm.
is print. The other things also limited edition. I have special box for that. Uh, yeah, I will not show it now. And or I'm offering talk. Like we are talking. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
offering while 1 hour we can talk, and he can ask me what he want. That could be maybe interesting for somebody to talk. But it's
Yeah.
again personal. He must switch and connect with me. So anonymity is out. And I'm working also on the book, some bigger book than I have. I have some catalog only, offering now also the catalog. But in the future will be some bigger book.
Oh
So I
yeah. I've been wanting to sell books through MakersPlace since we launched the
you know
unlockable feature.
and an unlockable feature, it is now new and will be
Mm-hmm.
possible for more people, not or for everyone.
It will open up eventually to be
Yeah,
self-serve, so you can just kind of yeah.
yeah. It's really nice that you are developing during the bear market and don't stop. You are all the time working. That's nice.
Yeah.
Not
That's how
everybody.
we do it. Well, Patrick, it has been great talking to you. I'm gonna have to bounce, but yeah, thank you so much for coming on today.
Yeah, thank you also. And have a nice time. And maybe sometimes we will meet somewhere. If you will come to Prague, I can take you to our museum. You can
I
see
hope
the.
to. I have a friend from the Czech Republic, and hopefully we'll go visit them sometime soon.